Astro van, year 2000, all-wheel drive model. It was very important that I got the all-wheel drive model. I go out to these gold mining claims, out prospecting. I needed to have the four-wheel drive. It's got the BF Goodrich tires on it. It's got the knobbers on there all the way around. Body's pretty good overall on it. It's got a little bit of cosmetic damage, but nothing too bad. And there are reasons why I went with the Astro van. I could actually use a bigger size van, but the Astro van all-wheel drive, it's a good way to get into a four-wheel drive vehicle relatively cheap. Alright, we'll take a look on the inside of this thing. First though, it's got a 100-watt solar panel on the roof. It's by Renogy. Alright, well, I'll just work my way around here and go. I got the Coleman dual burner stove in here. I really only use one burner most of the time, but on occasion I will use the second burner. I've got a couple clips up here for hanging stuff. This is my black sands magnet for gold mining. And there's a lantern up there. Got a couple hooks on the wall, got some headphones, got my hat over there. Got a light over here. It's a LED battery lit light. Works out really good. Now, my solar battery, it's a 50 amp hour sealed battery by AGM, which means it can be mounted in any direction because it won't leak because it's sealed. I bought the solar panel kit, and this is the charge controller that came in it. It's a Wanderer. Works out really good. I use that to run my CF-X50 Dometic fridge. Right now the van's in what I call night mode. When I go to bed at night, this is usually what it looks like. And my bed, it's very comfortable. I have no complaints about it. I sleep just fine up there. I originally had the style of the bed like this, but that just wasn't enough room for me laying down. I had to have the long ways. Before I show you guys what day mode looks like, I got a little compartment in here. And that's where I keep my guitar. Just hangs out right in there. Got my little amp for my guitar. It's a little Fender amp, just a little practice amp. Got an inverter right here, which I use to run my amp off, and it does just fine. I actually run my laptop off this too. And then on occasion I'll plug the inverter in off the solar too, which if it's a sunny day, I can run my laptop off my solar and my fridge at the same time without any problems. Well, the jumper pack's right here, but it actually serves a dual purpose right now. I think eventually I'll probably end up building something like a piece of wood that comes down and prop this up. But in the meantime, this is what I've been doing. I have a CF-X50 fridge by Dometic. It can either be a fridge or a freezer. I have it set on 37 degrees right now. And I built an insulated cover around it just so it doesn't have to run as much. When the light turns green, it means the compressor's running. Right now, it's not running. And I'll show you guys what I got in here. All right, well, I got some eggs in here. I got a lot of eggs in here. I got some milk, got some butter. The top's falling off and won't go back on. Got some hamburger back here, some jelly, some cheese, a couple soda, some hot dogs. And then this is just more storage space up here for food. Over here, it's another little shelf here. I got my food scale back here. Got to do a little bit of work to that. The tray fell off on it. Can opener, fork, spoon. Got a potato. Now, my storage box is back here. I'm not going to get into this storage box right here just for the sake of, I got the bedding over here. But I will open this one up. This is underneath storage. I actually consider this my garage space because pretty much everything in here is what you keep in your garage. I just got drills, spray paint. I actually got a spare alternator back in that box for the van. Hammer, caulk gun, nails, screws, a square. This is pretty much all my garage space right here. And the same goes for the underneath the boxes here. I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. This is all stuff that I hardly ever get to. Maybe once a month, if even that. And got a curtain right here for privacy. It works out real good. Electrical conduit. I believe it's 1/2 inch, and then it's got a couple pipe hangers up here screwed into the ceiling. The van is totally insulated all around. I have 1/2 inch foam. It's got 1x ceiling on the roof, stained and varnished. Most of it's stained and varnished. These last two pieces never got hit with any. I ran out before I could coat them, so that's how that goes. I have the swivel seat in here. I believe I bought the swivel kit at Northern Tool and Supply. I think it costs around 130 bucks. That just swivels right around like this. You just pull that lever right there and the seat swivels right around. I always have it swivel around when I'm camping, but if I'm on the road and I'm traveling, the seat always gets turned around and back faced the other way. Another thing, these factory lights really do come in handy up here. I use these quite a bit. It's got 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I like to work out, and health and fitness is important to me. So I do travel with a small amount of weight. I actually have about 175 pounds worth of weight. I've got 25s, and then I got the 10s, the 5s, the 2.5s. I got a couple set of adjustable dumbbells, and then I got an easy curl bar here, which I use for a lot more than just doing curls with. There's the dumbbells. Tools right here behind the seats. Got my tent. Here's the road atlases I was talking about. The rest of my atlases are all in that storage box back there. And then just more storage up here. All right, well, oh, and then I just use this little side door compartment here. I have my toothpaste, toothbrushes, shaving cream. There's a razor down in there somewhere. So that's where all those items go. And then there's a little slide right here, which I keep my hair clippers underneath there. I got some shampoo in there, and just little odds and ends and stuff like that. So as far as my bed goes, this is kind of my headboard right here. Things are just kind of wadded up here in the meantime, but it gives my head support right here, so I'm not falling back at nighttime and I have something to rest my head up against. I'm not going to go through all this and pull everything out, but this is all of my gold mining equipment. There's quite a bit of stuff actually packed in there. I have a cart for hauling dirt. I have sluice boxes in there. I got cleanup equipment in here. I've got a pump for airing up my boat for crossing the river. I've got a gasoline engine in here to run a 4-inch dredge. So I'm definitely packed down in the back. I actually need a little bit more storage space, but I'm making the best with what I got. Got my jack for when I need to change my tire out or whatever's going on. I actually just had a little brake problem I had to fix the other day. You can see how my pads wore out. Inch piece of foam right here. I mean, the van's totally insulated all the way around. Insulation on the ceiling, insulation on the walls. I know there's a lot of speculation out there on whether or not you should insulate your floor. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I think it helps. Alright guys, that's my van setup. I'm still getting accumulated to the van lifestyle and figuring out where I want to store everything at and all that kind of stuff. But I'm very happy with my setup. It's pretty comfortable. I could use a little bit more space, and I'll elaborate on that here in a second. So right now I'm a little bit tight on space. Most of this stuff over here is my gold mining equipment. My spare tire fell off from underneath the van, so that's kind of messing me up right now. This is my facilities bucket. My other bucket is a shower, and it's got a sprayer on it. I bought it at Walmart, some hoses. When I use my showering system, what I do is I end up just taking a tarp right here and hanging it from the back here. Eventually I'd like to get an on-demand propane water heater, but that will be down the road in the future. The van was built and designed to have this space open all the time so I could get into this box right here. Right now all my clothes and all that stuff is being stored right on top of here right now. I'm going to get one of those stowaway swing-away hitches with a big cargo box. I'm just going to go ahead and order the box that they have rather than make my own because, well, I really like the box that they have. It's a nice big box, and I think that will eliminate a lot of the storage over there, and I should be able to keep this pretty much open. Alright guys, I'm in the process of cleaning up my camp today and getting out there and prospecting for some gold. I'm hoping that I find a spot today. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything packed down in the van. I thank you for stopping by and checking out my van, and hopefully you're staying around and check out the journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk at you in the next one.